Hello, Buzo Techie, or whatever my YouTube channel name is now. I don't remember. Um, so in the previous clips, we basically implemented the code to create, grow, and establish a Bitcoin network. That's hard to say. Bitcoin network. Yes, I've learned how to enunciate now. And I guess that's a bit of a milestone, and I have a lot of clips, so I want to turn those clips into a video. So we might as well just do, I guess, a rundown, just I guess a final run for this video to see how everything's working, a milestone run or something. As you see, my date for this clip is September 9th, as opposed to the February date of the last clip. So yeah, I've been procrastinating on this project for a bit, and I don't even fully remember how it works myself. But let's just hope it works. Maybe it was just a big prank I set myself up that I set up for myself, and this project actually doesn't work at all. So this okay, yeah. So I run the code, and it says it's making outbound connection to this IP, and it fails to make the IP. So yes, essentially if there's a file that has seed IPs for Bitcoin machines that we could try to connect to. So then it tries to connect to them. Some of them they don't work, but some of them we end up getting a message for them. So we got a version string from who's this adding an established. So we were able to make a TCP connection to this guy, and then we got a version message. Um, we got a Verac message. So I'm trying to see. Yeah, so we successfully handled Verac message from peer zero, and I think that means we officially made peer zero our peer. But yeah, okay. So actually, we've been growing. So if we look at this prompt, well, that's actually kind of cool. When did I do that? But we currently have three network. We currently have three peers in our network. Three seed peers specifically, because we're still connecting to seed peers. Um, so yeah, we have the reader thread doing its thing. It's reading. Okay, so we've connected to a few um, seed peers or seed nodes. Um, it seems like now we're asking those nodes for addresses. So, because we're in the grow network phase, so we're asking those nodes for more addresses so we can further grow our network, our peer list. So, yeah. Uh, so I think the peers keep sending us INV messages, peer one specifically. Uh, I forget what the INV message was, but I think we're trying to get the address message. Okay, so we got some address message because we just made a we tried to make an outbound connection. So we're getting some address messages, um, but I'm not sure if we added one yet. It seems like we're failing to make a connection to many of these peers. I mean, to many of these connections that we're getting. Well, it seems like we just added two more peers because now our network size is five. So, ooh. Yeah, might end up fast forwarding some of this. But yeah, so the reader thread, Spartan handler thread. So I'm trying to. So we're trying to make an outbound connection somewhere else. So we keep getting INV messages. I believe INV messages are some type of data message. Well, I don't think that makes any sense. Data message isn't all messages data, but some type of message that something with I don't know if there are announcements on the Bitcoin network. That's why we keep getting it. But right now, I keep throwing it away because I'm just focused on growing the pure network first. So that's part of the reason I think why it's taking too long, because they keep sending us these INV messages where we really just care about the ADDR messages, the address messages, which have their peers on it. Yeah, 5 peers is pretty small. Hopefully it grows. I don't want to record this again. Maybe I'll just keep playing it and just clip and just break up the clip. Like run it a few times and then choose the one that has the high amount of peers. And no one will ever notice. Ooh, 5 peers. Still 5 peers. Maybe it's just a slow day for the Bitcoin network. But I feel like I run this before, I would definitely get more than 5 peers. And I'm pretty sure there's 4 peers plus myself. So I don't remember how I counted it, but you guys turn on your Bitcoin machines? Jeez. Failed to make outbound connections. This to that. Maybe it's just my code. Maybe my code's just trash. And I don't want to admit it. I'm blaming it on everybody else. That's 6 peers. Woo, let's get it. Seems like we just got some, I don't know, something just happened. The thing is going too fast for me, so. And hopefully the more peers we get, the faster their pure count can grow, since we'll be getting more address messages. Oh, we just got 8. We just went up to 8. I forget how long it runs. I don't know if I'm sure I put a pure cap. I just don't know how big the pure cap is. Nor if I'm not sure if I put a timer cap either. I don't know. Maybe it's just a pure cap and just keeps running until it reaches a certain amount of peers. Either way, look, we're at 10, so that is good. That is good. I see the Verac messages coming in. So that means that we're establishing connections, we're establishing Bitcoin layer, application level layer connections. Yeah. which is what's, I guess, important. We could establish TCP connections, but if we don't establish the Bitcoin level connection, then I guess it doesn't really matter. And of course, in order to establish the Bitcoin level connection, you have to at least establish the TCP connection. Yeah, look at it go. 13, 14 peers. Ooh, I'm so proud of you, Bitcoin. Bing code. Yeah, make those connections. Make those friends. Doing better than me, honestly. Like 14 friends. That's a. I don't think I could ever reach that. Yeah, so I think I just got a um, error parsing message um, thing, message in the console, and pretty sure that's because I haven't wrote handlers for every type of message or parsers for every type of message. So I mean, even the ones I did write parsers for, I just throw them away, like the IMV message. So we'll get to all that later. Hopefully, hopefully I don't abandon this project again. But yeah, for now, I'm just trying to grow a network. I don't know if I've ever, how do I always pronounce network as network? Network. I don't know. This is the easy part, just writing the code. The hard part's gonna be remembering how my code even works. But I do write comments on my code, so yeah. Hopefully, I love myself enough. I love myself enough to write comments, well, sufficient comments. Yeah, so we're at 17 peers now. I have a feeling that I'll go up to 25. That sounds like something I would do. Like 50 would have taken too long, so I just chose 25. Let's see. Let's see how predictable I am. Or maybe I would have chosen 20, because it is an even number. Lord knows I love my even numbers. But I also like prime numbers. So, but it's not 17. So Actually, do I like prime numbers? I think the only prime number I like is even prime numbers, which is only one prime number, which is two. I wonder what is that message that I didn't write the parser for. I think we might have just made another connection because we got a message. A message came in. Yeah, I'm probably gonna fast forward some of this stuff because I'm sure you guys just want to just stare at this all day. And by when I say you guys, I'm referring to my mom because I know she's the only one watching. Mm-hmm. The 18 peers. I hope I put 20. So, I don't know. You guys probably do notice this discrepancy between these numbers. Like, um, for instance, it says Peer 24 handling INV message from Peer 24, but oh geez, this thing's going way too fast now. Okay, but it says we only have 20 peers. Yeah, that's because of me and my inability to program. But I mean, the reason is because when I make a TCP connection with a node, I add it to the peer table, right? But I can have a TCP, as I kind of noted before, I can have a TCP connection, but not necessarily have the application layer Bitcoin connection. The application layer Bitcoin connection is established once both nodes send each other version acknowledgement messages or VERAC messages. So if I never get the VERAC from the other node, I keep it on the table. I think I have some notes here as to why I did that. Um, it's I think something about making it easier to do something, or something like that. But anyways, so that's why. So they're in a hash map and they're indexed. So I have about 24 of them, or 25, depending if I'm counting from zero. But some of the ones that I established TCP connections with, the application layer Bitcoin connection was not formed. So that's why the numbers are different. And when I just print them out, I still just say peer because, yeah. So 24, the 24th connection or 25th connection I made ended up establishing this Bitcoin connection. So that's why we keep seeing peer 24. But maybe 21, its Bitcoin connection was never established. So it's on the table and it adds to the count, adds to discounts, not discounts, but it adds to this name count like peer 24, peer 21. But we're not connected to it, so we didn't establish the Bitcoin connection, so that's why it just says 23. But yeah, we've grown to 23, which is pretty big. Probably going to 25. We reached 24 peers. At this point, I'm really hoping that 25th is the max. So, I guess let me just look at some of these messages. So, like for instance, Peer 33, we received a version message and the Verac message. I would have sent me both the version and the Verac message at the same time. Oh no, probably because I sent to the version. Okay, never mind. Because it's an outbound connection. So I sent to the version message and it sent me the version message as well as a Verac message. And then I spun up thread to handle it, spinning up handler thread. And then I send Verac message, and then that should establish that connection. And that's essentially what we've been doing here. Let's see, let's go all the way down. I think the network should be done growing by now. Jeez. You scroll up for a little bit, and then everything just goes away. Is there a way to like go down? Oh, there you go. Oh, so we're at 28 peers now. So what is the cutoff? Should I just control C and call it a day? Dirty peers, but we're still going. When does it end? Let me look at the code. When does it end? Grow network is probably max peers. 50? Jeez! Am I crazy? Okay, well, I don't know. I have to drop my sister off at school, so I don't want to run this because I'm not going to be back here until after work. So maybe this thing will just randomly boost, hit 50. Like just go on overdrive and hit 50. Or I'm going to just have to kill it early. Take it out to the barn, take it behind the barn, and end its misery. Let's see. Come on. I know you can do it. Is it because it's the morning so people don't have their Bitcoin stations running or something? Because it's still especially it's morning here, then it's definitely early morning in the West Coast. You gotta wake up California. Tell them to turn on the Bitcoin miners. You gotta get this thing to 50. Okay. Well, I'm uh, yeah. I guess I mean you guys get the point. It connects. It keeps connecting. It's at 35. It's gonna take a while to get to 50 peers. Okay, I gotta go drop off my sister. So, um, we're not gonna see the end of this, but we all know what happens. It gets to 50. And that's it. Then it says, so congratulations. All right. Well, this is probably gonna be the end of this first video because I think a sufficient amount of features or progress have been made on this project. Next part of the project will probably be one, trying to get incoming connections because even though it's a listener thread, it doesn't seem to be. Maybe it is getting incoming connections. I just never see it because all this stuff goes really fast. And then of course the other things to work on is parsing the information that's sent throughout the network besides just address and peer information. So, like transactions, for instance. And I think that's probably what the IMV messages are actually. I think they might just be transaction messages. Oh, so look. Oh, I see. That's why I put 50. Oh, so we finally got to the end. Look at us. So, network established, final network size 35 nodes. Thank God I was rambling. Because we finally got there. So, I think when I put 50 nodes, the max nodes, it was actually just the TCP connections I would make. But I guess I knew about half of those TCP connections actually would end up being established Bitcoin connections. So, there we go. Network established. Anyways, maybe see you guys if I continue doing this. Thank you. Thank you, Mom, for watching.